Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss about the acid and pH. So what is acid? Donate protons or hydrogen ion. Let's write down the Ha, and that gives the H plus A minus. H plus is a proton and A minus is the conjugate base. If you talk about the Ha, so that can give the H plus A minus, and if this H plus that can bind with the H2O, that can form the H3O plus, that is the hydroxonium ion. Hydronium ion. Okay. So uh, like produce the H plus ion, and so produce H plus ion or hydroxonium ion in water. So that is the acid. It accept the pair of electron. Also the taste, that is will be sour in taste. pH H less than 7. So if these criteria are there, that is called the acid. Now we have to think about the strong acid and weak acid. Strong acid and weak acid. So in strong acid, that dissociate completely, like 100%. So dissociate completely 100% into ions. So like Ha, if it is dissociate 100%, it will be H plus A minus. Example like HCl, in that biological system also HCl is there, and if you talk about HI, you can talk about HF along with the H2SO4, but HCl in biological system. Okay, so now let's talk about the uh, weak acid. Weak acid. Weak acid. So do not dissociate 100%. Do not dissociate completely. So Ha 10% will be H plus A minus. It will not completely. So it depends on surrounding pH. Depends on surrounding pH. So example, what will be the example? The example will be the organic acid, lactic, like lactic acid, pyruvic acid, so lactic acid, pyruvic acid, and along with the fumaric acid, glutamic acid, like fumaric acid, malic acid. So these are the acid, they are called the weak acid. Let's talk about we said in that lecture the pH will be pH is lesser than 7. So now we have to know about the pH. What is pH? What is pH? So it's you can say the inverse relationship with the H plus concentration, like power of hydrogen. So that is the inverse relationship with H plus ion concentration. So and this will be in the logarithmic scale. So negative logarithm. So if you write down the definition of that, negative logarithm of concentration of H plus ion. So that will be the pH. Like so you have written pH equals to minus log of concentration of H plus ion, or you may write down the H3 plus ion. You can write it, or you can write it pH equals to minus log of concentration of H plus ion. That is called the pH. So now we have to know about the different the ionic product of the H2O. Let's write down it. Ionic product of H2O. Already I have mentioned it. So like the product of the concentration of H2O, like it will be like H plus, another is the OH minus ions, like H plus ions and the OH minus ions. Okay, so like in pure water, let's talk about the pure water. Let's take the 100,000 ml. It means 1000 gram water at 4 degree centigrade temperature. So in that time the density will be 1. So what will be the molarity? Molarity of the pure water will be like H2O 18 Dalton. So like let's write down it, like molarity of pure water. Let's calculate it. H2O, oxygen 16, 1 plus 1 plus 16, it will be like 18. So 18 Da. So 180 gram means 1 molar. 1 gram equals to 1 by 180 molar. Now we have to calculate the 1000 gram, like 1000 gram equals to 1000 divided by 180 molar. It will be like 55.56 molar. That will be the your molarity of the water. Molarity of the water. That is the result. Hope that you guys can understand this, the molarity of the water. So pH of the pure water varies with the temperature. If we talk about the pure water, let's say write down it. pH of the pure water varies with temperature. Basically H2 is always neutral value, but in different temperature that value can be varies. Let's talk about the 0 degree. What will be there in 0 degree centigrade? It will be like pH will be 7.47, and in 25 degree centigrade it will be like 7.00. That's our neutral one. And in 50 degree centigrade it will be like 6.63, and in 100 degree centigrade it will be in 6.14. So these are like temperature and the pH relation. Now you can think about the, because in pH the definition the logarithmic scale. To remind the logarithmic scale, you can remember the log value. So for remembering log value, it will be like log of 1, it is 0, log 2 it will be like 0.3, log 3 will be 0.48, log 4 it will be 0.60, log 5 0.7, and log 10 1. So kind of these are interesting thing, and you also know about the logarithmic function, how they work. Also you know then how the logarithmic function is work. So let's talk about that. Like you know about the like log 6. Also you can write down the log 5, log 6, log 6 is 0.78, log 7 it will be 0.85, log 9 it will be like 0. 8 is missing, 8, sorry, yes, log 8 is 0.9, and log 9 0.95. These are the mathematical value. You can do it with the calculator, but sometimes you don't have the have much access of the calculator. At that time you can just remind it. It's not too much difficult. If you practice more and more, this value will you can remember easily. Okay, let's talk about some logarithmic function. Like because in for calculation of the pH you have to uh, operate with the log. So let's talk about the log 20. So in log 20 you can write down it log 10 plus log 2. How you can write down it? The log 20 it's 10, so like 20 it means 10 into 2. You know about the log 10 into 2, that means log 10 plus log 2. So log 10 you already know 1, and log 2 also you know 0.3, that will be the 0.3. So this is kind of very easy calculation. For calculation purpose you have to just remind the logarithmic value. Okay, now talk about the anti-log. Anti-log. Anti-log 1 equals to 10, and like that also anti-log minus 1 equals to like 1 by 10 equals to 0.1, and anti-log 0.6 what is the value? 4. So anti-log 0.4 equals to 4. Hope that you guys can understand this. And now the pH of the monoprotonic strong acid. Let's okay, page is changed. Let's take a new page. Okay, so the question is the pH of monoproteonic strong acid. The pH of the monoprotonic, like say acidity 1, that means pH 1 millimolar of HCl. So strong means you already know the 100% dissolve. So pH equals to minus log of 10 to the power minus 3, that means 3 is coming here, minus 3 equals to 3. Hope that you can understand this calculation. Now like you can say the pH of this like say 0 point, take the another math, 0.001 molar HCl. What will be the pH? What is the pH? So 0.001 molar, that means 1 by 1000 molar HCl. Now you know about that the pH equals to minus log of concentration of H plus ion. So what will be the H plus ion? 10 to the power minus 3, that is the 10 to the power minus 3 HCl. Let's then what will be the minus is already there, and along with also minus is there, it will be the 3. Hope that you guys can understand that. And let's talk about the some calculate the pH of, let's write down some problem, like you can also do it by your own. Calculate the pH of 0.1 molar KOH. Calculate the pH. So pH, it means you know about that the pH KOH. So KOH means K plus plus OH minus. So let's talk about the OH 0.1 molar. So let's POH equals to minus log of 0.1, then minus 1 by 10 log of 1 by 10, 1 by 10, that means minus log of 10 to the power minus 1. So it means 1 minus 1, it's 1. So POH equals to 1 because K plus OH minus. So you know about the calculate the pH. pH it means concentration, negative logarithm of concentration of 14 minus POH. So 14 minus 1 equal to 30. So what will be the pH of that solution? Calculate the pH. pH will be the 30. Hope that you guys can understand with that kind of example.